Welcome back, my beautiful souls. My name's Cheryl, and this is Ritual and Remedy. And today we are continuing our detachment series. We're on to episode 4, the fear of being seen. So we're detaching from the fear of being seen by people, standing in the spotlight, no longer dimming our light. Now, on my healing journey, I slowly realized that it's not the fear of failure that was keeping me back. It was the fear of being seen, like actually seen for who I am, what I stand for, and what I'm capable of. And the sad thing was about it is I'm praying for a new life. I want new opportunities. I want blessings. But the moment life says, right, this is what you're going to have to do, I take a step back. I start self-sabotaging. At the first sign of discomfort, I'll turn back and say, oh, you know what, this isn't going to work. What's the point? I start looking around at everybody else. I see them, oh, they've done it and they've done it better. So what's the point? And to me, a lot of it is from my childhood where, people will judge. They look at you, they see you trying to do something, it doesn't work out, and everyone's talking about you. So it is part fear of failure, but also I don't want to succeed because part of me knows I'm going to be leaving people behind and they're going to be talking about me more. Where I come from, there's a huge responsibility, there's a huge weight that comes with being the one that made it, you know, not to become big headed. You're not supposed to change. You're supposed to be the same person. But how are you supposed to step into greatness and do something that nobody you know or your family's done? How are you supposed to do that and not change? And then upsetting people and having people be angry and conflict and all them sort of worries, they really stop you from making the decisions you have to make in order to get to where you're going and to do the job that God's assigned for you. Before I started my healing journey, I would have shied away from making content. I was being pushed in this direction and I was like, what the heck am I going to talk about? I'm not pretty, I'm not skinny, I haven't got long hair, no one's going to be interested. And, God showed me that you have to just come as you are because that is where your blessings are. So I'm here now taking and assuming my mantle. And even now, it's really hard to stand up and say, you know what, this is me. But you are built for this. It's just the fear that keeps us restricted. See, even now, I'm helping someone per se to a point, and it's up to me to force them to do what they need to do. And it's a huge, heavy burden. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people wouldn't take the steps needed, but because you've healed, because you're going to go on this journey, it's going to come out, everything's going to work out because you are built for this. The fear, the guilt is basically, it's just that it's been ingrained in so long that we need to release it. So my advice today is no more playing small. If you don't like something, speak up. If you hear something and you don't agree, speak up. Because if you don't, someone's going to come right behind you and take and claim what's yours. There's a saying that what's yours is yours. And it is true up to a certain point. But if God keeps nudging you and pointing you in the right direction and you refuse to take up the call, what do you think is going to happen? Someone else is going to come and take it and use it because there is people waiting. There's people waiting to be activated by the thoughts that you have going on in your head, all the downloads that you have been given. People are waiting to be activated by. People are waiting for you to tell your story and let them know that they can do it too. If you can do this and you've got a job and you've got a house to run and you've got kids and people underestimated you, I can do it too. And that's the whole point. So stop thinking that you need to be perfect to be called forward. You're already aligned with where you're supposed to be. All you need to do now is stand in that purpose. In the grand scheme of things, I am very new to spirituality, but I am still very true to this. I'm true to the Most High God. I do believe in my ancestors, and what I say is what I totally believe in. I'm not into being initiations and stuff like that. However, I do believe we all have a certain amount of our own gifts and our own power and our own magic, and I do believe we should be using them gifts. This topic is something it's very close to my heart, and I could really talk about it all day, all night long. But I'm gonna stop the video here. My job is to just basically ignite the spark in yourselves for you to move forward and stand in your purpose. If this video finds you, trust and believe that it's for you. This is a message for you. Because one thing Spirit has shown me is that my channel is for a very specific niche of people. So blowing up isn't going to be instant. I'm not here to blow up. I'm here to activate and light the path and show others the way. So I will leave it here. Thanks for listening to me. I am very interested to hear what you think about this video, so please comment. I am in the process of setting up a school community, so I will be dropping them details down once it's all set up. So yeah, thanks for listening. Take care.